Subscribe to the channel, like these videos, comment on these videos. Hey, guys, check this out. I appreciate every last one of you for coming back and rocking with your coach, man. I had a couple of technical difficulties. Yeah, guys, I'm trying to get out here and do some of this live streaming because I know there's a lot of folks out there that want to know certain things. They sometimes, when you can put a face or somebody's live with it, they can go ahead and get with you and do the things that you want to do. And you can get a lot more, going on with that as well. I'm actually looking to go ahead and get the television line, but I'm looking to get the telephone line up. I'm still working on that. Got a few things going on that side, trying to get that together so we can go ahead and do what we need to do. But yes, I know there's a lot of you out there, especially a lot of these student athletes as well as parents, they're having questions as far as like, hey, why isn't my son or daughter's recruitment going in the manner in which they expected it to go, especially with, hearing coaches, hearing their coaches and people just in general talking about how great their player is, at whatever sport it is. And they're trying to figure out like, hey, what we got going on here? Well, guys, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on some things that you got to understand, especially from the standpoint of football. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. It is I call it camping season. It is camping season right now. So you want to make sure you get yourselves signed up for those camps, get out there and get your face in the place. Because I'm trying to tell you right now, if you're not out there, they don't know who you are. One thing for certain, two things for sure. You want to check out that Rivals camp, as well as I think 247 might have one, but I know there's an MVP camp. Please follow me on my social media page. I am putting up those camps for you to know where they're going to be located. So you can go ahead and sign up for those, or, send that information out to individuals that may need help with, getting them some exposure, because that's basically what this is all about. You want to get that exposure. You want to get people in tune on what's going on so that they know. Because I'm going to be honest with you, and there's no slight on no coach, no high school coaches, none of that. But with all the things that they do, and they have to take care of themselves as far as with the day-to-day, the game, trying to get all of that stuff in order, you want to make sure that everything is in place so that they can, so that they're able to, you want to make sure you have everything in place for your son or daughter, cousin, brother, sister, uncle, whomever, so that they can get themselves recruited. And I'm going to be honest with you, those coaches, a lot of those coaches, they don't have the time to do it, nor do they have the personnel that can help them do it. Now, like I said, myself, I jumped in 2010 and saw it was a need at a high school, here in the metropolitan area. And I was like, hey, let me go ahead and try and help out. I did what I could, got the young men some looks. They were able to have a decision on if they wanted to go to a D2 or a D3 school because they didn't have the metrics. And matter of fact, I was talking to a coach last week, and I think I might want to bring him on. I'm gonna put a poll up for everybody to go ahead and let me know, do they want me to bring this assistant coach on from a university? I'm not gonna name the university just yet, but should I bring him on and let him break it down to as far as what they're looking for? Because like I said, he and I spoke for almost an hour extensively over the things that they're requiring from student athletes to make sure that they're able to come out there and get on the field, if they have that talent, so that they're not being left behind. Guys, you got to understand one thing. You're going to hear me say this over and over and over again. Discipline. Discipline is the key. You got to be disciplined on the field. You got to be disciplined in the classroom. If you do not have a 2.5 core GPA, things going to be rough for you. I'm just going to tell you that right now. And I'm going to be honest with you. You might want to go take you some summer school classes. And I'm not talking about, hey, coach, they gave me credit recovery. Credit recovery is not going to help you get into that college or university you're looking to go to. Especially if you're looking to go to a Power 5, it's just not going to happen. I'm just going to be honest with you right there. But check this out. Just so that you know, and please go check this out with your high school counselors as well, so that they know, and so that they can go ahead and confirm what coach is telling you. And that, because that's something that I always want to do, make sure that you have the information. Your core GPA, how your core GPA is calculated, is calculated based off the following. You have 4 classes of English, 4 classes of math, natural or physical science. You have biology and chemistry. You have social studies. You have American history. You have a foreign language, and you have 1 year of philosophy. I'm just telling you, guys, make sure you get those classes in. Make sure you're passing those classes. I'm not talking about with a C average. Right now, the NCAA has a rule out where you have to have a 2.5 or better, just so that, you can be considered recruited. If you got a 2.5, you're looking to go to a Power 5, you should be okay. But if you got a 2.3 or 2.0, it's not going to happen, boss. I'm going to tell you that right now. You know why? Because there hasn't been any ACT, SAT exams taken by any high school student in the past 2 years. Now they're starting to ramp that back up again, requiring students to get out there and take those exams. So you want to make sure that you pass that test. Also, there's a thing out there, and I might be getting ahead of myself because I got a guy that I want to have him come on and talk about this a little bit more extensively as well, as far as like stacking your scores when it comes to, I believe, the ACT exam, so that you can make sure that you get the necessary score that you need so that you're considered eligible when it comes time for you to go into somebody's college or university to play, especially if you're looking to play football. I'm just going to be honest with you. What else we got? Hold on. I see I got a comment here. What's going on with you, Derek White? Hey, man, I appreciate you rocking with me, bro. Daggone, I had a technical difficulty out there, man. I was trying to get this stuff situated. I'm just like, look, trying to reinvest, man. Trying to get away from them daggone Microsoft and try to go to Apple, a little bit more security and whatnot. Trying to get that thing. You know what I'm talking about, right? Trying to tighten it up, get that exclusive tight look going on. Man, that daggone camera froze up on me, and hey, y'all had sound and a little round head guy. That wasn't me. That was on the screen. Just, a little dot on the screen. That's about what all everybody had. What's going on, Dante Moore? How you doing out there today, man? Glad you're checking in with me tonight, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Give your coach a little time, just, to break some things down, guys. Because like I said, there's a lot of guys out here with questions as far as what's going on. Hey, what you guys think about that new pickup, JSU got with that defensive tackle from up in Baltimore? That was a good pickup, huh? Yeah, guys. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, I think there's going to be a lot more SWAC schools picking up players. It's just not going to be I think what Coach Prime is doing is good stuff, but I honestly believe there's going to be some people out there that's really going to start picking up the steam a little bit and get more of these players coming into the fold, because trust me, there's a lot of rumblings out there right now at a lot of these Power 5 schools where these players are a little pissed off at the fact that they're not getting playing time. And they see it now that they're like, hey, you mean to tell me I can leave from this school over here, go to HBCU, and I'm touching the field right now? And then with all of this stuff that's popping off right now, what can we do? Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Hey, that's what's up, bro. Hey, you got to take them out there, man. Let me tell you something. Both of my boys, let me give you a quick rundown right quick. All right, as you see, no, you can't see it. Over my shoulder, y'all hear me talk about all the time, I'm a Michigan fan, right? My oldest boy had the audacity to be sitting here in this house, my house, tell me, Dad, I want to become an Ohio State Buckeye. What's up, Tut? What's going on, man? I sat there like, is this dude serious? He's like, yeah, Dad, I want to go play for the Ohio State Buckeyes. And I said, wait a minute, so you want me to help pay for that, right? Nah, bro. we ain't doing that. See that Morris Brown, right? Morris Brown that way. Yeah, that way. Get used to the camera. Morris Brown over my shoulders. Hey, listen, I said, we're going to go check out some of these HBCUs. Took him to HBCU, and he saw just the camaraderie and everything that was going on there. And it was like, wow. He said, okay, Dad, I think we might be on to something. And I was just like, man, you know what? I said, hey, we just doing what we got to do, man. Like I said, hey, and then my second boy, right? I'm gonna say that he might get a little upset. If y'all hear him in the background, y'all don't pay him no mind, but I give him the business all the time. He was one that wanted to go to the University of Georgia. Now he don't like the University of Georgia. He's a Wisconsin fan now. So I'm like, it's cool. It's cool. Hey, it's nothing but jokes in my house, bro. I know, hey, Mr. Moore, I know. We need to link up, man. I've been wanting to get with you so we can chop it up. But and that's real, Mr. Moore. I like, hey, we need to get it together, man. I need to get with you. But yeah, hey, all of a sudden now, my second boy, he went from being a University of Georgia fan, now he's a daggone Wisconsin fan. I'm like, come on, bro. Both of y'all want to pick on Dad because my team is in the Big Ten, so y'all got to find teams in the Big Ten, so y'all just go ahead and carve at me every time y'all teams come kick my team behind. I'm like, all right, we're going to see how that's going to work. One of y'all ain't going to get a piece of chicken one of these days, but it's cool. We're going to make it do what it do. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm just like, listen, I'm trying, hey, I look forward to it, Mr. Moore. Let's do that. But I said, we we definitely got to get these young men out here and these young ladies out here to see something other than just the big sexy name. The big sexy name doesn't always mean what they think it means. I mean, because like I said, right now I'm giving you guys like the rundown on like just the core GPA. These kids don't understand if they don't have the numbers right for them to go ahead. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the super chat, Tut. Appreciate you. Thank you. If they don't get themselves together as far as what's going on, man, none of this matters. Not to mention, let me touch this right quick. How about daggone, how about the name, image, and likeness? Let's get on that, okay? Name, image, and likeness. Let me break this down for you. Okay, there's been bills put in place all over the country right now. You got governors signing bills left and right, especially since this is coming up on a voting season, right? Dig this. I'm gonna use the one here in Georgia. They got this thing called pooling. Okay, the universities in Georgia can take up to 75% away from these athletes and take that money and push it back into their universities to pay the players that played for them years ago off of name, image, and likeness. Remember those, and I talk about it all the time. Remember those NCAA football games, NCAA football, NCAA basketball, and I think it was baseball too, right? Those games were selling like hotcakes out there, right? So now all of a sudden they're like, yo, there's a lawsuit going on right now that's been going on for the past 7 years. And I think it's Austin versus NCAA. Man, they are not trying to allow these kids to get that money because of the fact that they know for a fact that, yo, if they end up hitting us in the head with this lawsuit, that's going to be a bunch of money coming out of the NCAA. Hey, why should we take the money from us? How about we let these kids that want to get paid so bad, we have them pay them? Get what I'm saying? It's like we'll pull our hands back and we'll let the athletes go out there and pay the previous athletes that's trying to sue us right now. I'm like, guys, this is a dirty game, man. And like I keep saying, it's business. It's nothing but business. And if people don't understand that, guys, they're going to get lost in the sauce, man. And I don't want to see none of our kids. You can look like me. You don't have to look like me. But when you're being taken advantage of, I don't want to see that for nobody. I want to see everybody, come up, do what they got to do, and make good on whatever it is that they're trying to do. Now, the question is, will that happen for everybody? No. But those that are out there trying to put their best foot forward to make it work, that's what I'm going. There you go, EA Sports. Thank you, Mr. White. I appreciate that. Yes, EA Sports. EA Sports was on it, man. Killing them. And right now, you got all of this madness going on. These people sitting there like, wait a minute. Nah, we ain't trying to do that. Guys, pay these kids what they owe. I get it. Like I said before, yes, you giving them a scholarship to go to school, but that scholarship don't count for $650,000 that a 5-star recruit is worth to a big name college and university, bro. They're getting paid. They're getting paid big time money, big money. And people don't want to understand that. They just say, oh, man, these kids don't deserve to get paid. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. The NCAA right now is a multi-billion-dollar company. Why shouldn't these kids get paid? I'm trying to understand. You're trying to tell me somebody else can get paid off my name, image, and likeness that went to the school 15, 20 years ago? Off my name? No. What you got there, Dwayne? So what do you think about great pickup. Great pickup. It's kind of like somebody, I think a lot of you guys, I've seen some of you guys in off-script posts where they was talking about their blended, how Coach Prime is blending everything in with the, with you bringing in the new recruits and you're bringing in seasoned players already, seasoned transfers into the mix. That's a beautiful combination because the simple fact is this. Excuse me, you got to understand one thing. When you got the youngsters can come in and learn from seasoned vets that's really putting in that work, boy, you got something cooking. You got something cooking there. And I'm coming back to Jackson. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm trying to. The missus already hit me in the head today. We was talking about the Miami trip. We got a wedding going on for some good friends of ours. And we're trying to see if we can get to Miami and not necessarily have to go to the wedding, but it ain't gonna work that way. So we're going to the wedding. We're gonna go to support them. They good people, man. We love them to death, man. Also, My pops, I believe he probably sitting in he's in the I'm about to say he in here in the hotel room. My pops is if you watching it and Pop ain't in the hotel, we know where Pop at right now, Ma. Relax. Listen, my pops is probably on right now watching this. He's in the hospital right now. I put a message out before. Wanted to tell everybody thank you for all the prayers. Prayers do work. My pops is doing much better than he was before that. Like I said, that's my superhero right there. That's my dude. That's the glue for me. Because like I tell you right now, he's one of the main reasons that I'm really out here pushing this outside of my kids. Because they was the ones telling me, hey, man, why you sitting around here? You ain't doing nothing. You need to go ahead and get to it. Now, hey, Dwayne, listen, Quincy. If anybody know Quincy Casey, I want y'all to hand him a nice message from Coach. And I'm going to tell you this. What Jalen Jones did was smart. A lot of people are saying, hey, what Jalen Jones did didn't make much sense. And I'm going to be honest with you. Jalen Jones going to a JUCO was the best thing smoking. I'm going to tell you why. For the simple fact that if he's going to play quarterback, he can get the necessary training that he needs to get. Now, I know it's going to be some folks saying, Coach, no, they can't. Hey, Mr. Moore, yes, I want the ticket. Hey, my old lady would love that. Hey, please get me some tickets. Give me some tickets, bro. Give me some tickets. Woo! Give me some tickets, bro. You talking my language, brother. You talking my language. But yeah, hey, thank you, Mr. Dwayne. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. He appreciate that as well. But yes, reason why I say that's a good thing for him is the fact that he's going to get the necessary training. He's going to get the necessary training that he needs. He's going to have someone there that's going to be able to sit down, pull him aside, and show him the different mechanics that he's going to need to bring into his game for him to excel and move forward, for him to be a better quarterback. Now, honestly, truly, I think someone made a comment about it would be better for him to play another position because he would more so get to where he's trying to go if he's looking to go play pro. Now, I'm being real with you. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I always keep it a buck with you. Jalen would probably be a better fit for a different position on the next level. That's kind of okay. All right, since we said that, let me throw this one out there. I'm coming back and answer. What do you guys thought on Tim Tebow going to the Jaguars to be a tight end? I'm gonna wait. Somebody talk to me. Talk to me. Somebody talk to me on that one. What's y'all thoughts on that one? Cool. Let me know. I appreciate that, Mr. Moore. Let me know. Somebody let me know. Somebody let me know what their thoughts are on Tim Tebow going to the Jaguars to become a tight end. Now, this man ain't been in the league. He ain't been in the league, but he been in the league, what, 6 years, 7 years? This guy's been playing baseball. Right. That's what's up, Tut. That's what's up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right. You got to make it do what it do, bro. You got to make it do what it do, bro. Hey, you know when they get to talking, man, you got to listen, man. Yeah, the missus was like, I don't know how you going to do that. I'm like, man, look, we got to figure out something. She's like, yeah, okay. But matter of fact, let me make sure I get back on. But what I'm talking about, with Jalen Jones going to a JUCO will be the best move, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the simple fact is he's able to get right. He got the plug, and that's the thing. It's business. It's nothing. It's all business. Everybody don't understand that. It's all business. Think about it. Say the 20 of us, we're all friends, right? 20 of us are good friends, and each one of us either we work for some big time company, out here that's paying big dollars, right? Y'all know that I have the necessary skills to get out here and help in one capacity. Somebody else has the skills to go in another capacity. But the thing is, you're like, okay, I only can bring one of y'all in. So who are you gonna bring in? You're gonna bring in the person that's not gonna really create much havoc, or you're gonna bring in somebody that's just gonna be that spark plug that's gonna ignite everybody to just do whatever it takes to get it done. You're gonna go with spark plug. And that's what Tim Tebow is to Jacksonville right now. He's that spark plug to get I mean, Trevor Lawrence don't need no spark plug as far as with being, you know, coming out there to help get, you know, get the team, you know, corral a team to get them to go out there and ball. I mean, this young man, hey, when I tell you that young man has been a baller for forever, if he's in the right system, that kid is nasty. He was nasty at Cartersville. Daggone, he's been nasty since he got to Clemson. I mean, he got a little exposed in Clemson, but you know, he's gonna be all right. He's gonna take his bumps and bruises with he gonna take his bumps and bruises with the Jaguars, because I mean you got to build that thing up. you got to build that thing up, man. You got to get together some capacity, because I mean everybody don't understand. They're like, either you're gonna go ahead and make it do what it do, or you're just gonna be sitting back like, yo, okay, this sounds good. We're gonna see what's happening. But excuse me, guys. But yes, like I said before, it would be the best move for him to go JUCO, because of the fact that it gives him time to play right now. You don't want to go somewhere, especially going to transfer portal now. You're going to be sitting behind somebody, especially now that they got film on you as far as what you can and what you can't do. That's going to be a problem, man. I don't think you know what, Derek? I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Derek, okay? You're right. You're 100% correct. I'm gonna tell you why. He was a waste of roster spot when they brought him behind to Denver to go ahead and be the start quarterback for my Broncos. Do you know I did not root for my team the whole time that man was there? Now, in middle school, actually, both of my boys, they sat here and wanted to clown me about that. Hey, why you ain't talk about your Broncos? I'm like, bro, I ain't got no team right now. I don't care nothing about that. I don't have a team right now. I'm just gonna sit back and relax and chill. I'm like, Hey, listen. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, Derek, y'all got some of the best spots to go golfing at in daggone Jacksonville, bro. I'm trying to think. We went to this place. We went to this resort. Man, the resort was so nice, bro. It's out on the water. And we left from there. We went to one of the little seafood spots, a little hole in the wall, but the food was the bomb. And I cannot remember the name of that place. But man, they had a shrinery of Tim Tebow, everything. They even had the daggone they had his jersey over the damn, what's the name of that drink? Over the drink. Told me, yeah, this is Tim Tebow and blah blah blah. Like, man, get out of here, man. Like, nobody want that, man. But yeah, Impact 7, yes. The transfer portal, let me touch that right now. The transfer portal is this. You go into that transfer portal, if you don't have a plan, you're planning to fail. Say it again. You go in the transfer portal without a plan, you're planning to fail. Why do I say this? It's because of the fact that right now you got, I said 1,700 the last time. I think the last count, I think I was on, I did it, I was talking off script. I think I said them 1,700, right? These are kids that's still sitting. These kids have not even been picked up yet. So this is why I keep saying a lot of athletes now, guys, get out of looking at the sexy name as far as I want to go to this place and they pick me up and I come, I go there and I go ball and I go play and that's it. Derek, that's it. Yes. Yeah. Ooh, I got to go back there. They, going with the sexy name and you want to just go ahead and ride it out thinking that this is going to allow you to get out on the field and play. They don't understand if you ain't producing, bro, you're not going to do nothing. You're just a waste of, you're wasting your talent standing there doing nothing. And that's not what it's all about. I'd rather go somewhere where I'm going to play. I'm just going to be honest with you. If I'm not going to play, then what are we talking about? This is what it's all about, right? So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're in it just for the free education and you're trying to do like, what's the quarterback that came to the, from Alabama, University of Alabama, and he went to, he got picked up by the Bengals. He had a chance to go to, he had a real pretty girlfriend. If there's any ladies in here, please forgive me. I'm just trying to help everybody out with giving me that answer. I think it's not McAllister. McCowan, no. What's the young man name? Anywho, he was with the Bengals. left the Bengals, and then he had a chance to go start for another team, and he got his paperwork over to the other team late. So he didn't start at all. He just been riding the bench the whole time, collecting a big check. Let me tell you something. If your player is that type of player, then okay, cool. I respect that. But if they're out there trying to go ball, that make McCarron. There we go. Thank you. You read my mind, McCarron. If you're trying to be like him and just collect a big check, I have no problem with it. But if you're looking to get out there and really do something with your future, as far as with positioning yourself in the man, what you're looking to do, hey, you want to really pick wisely. Another thing, and I think the next time when I come on, I got to get you guys. I'm gonna give you guys some screenshots on the depth chart, because like a lot of the athletes, they're not looking at that depth chart. It's the depth chart. When you go on and check that depth chart, listen, it shows you like the number of kids that are recruited. Like they got eight athletes for this one position, and then it'll come to the side. It'll have on the side of it, it'll show like we got another 5 that we recruited. I'm like, why would you want to go there? I mean, that's a waste of time. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit here. It's almost like when we were all kids, we sit back trying to learn how to tie our shoes. I'm not about to waste my time like that. I'm like, hey, Mom, can I get them Velcros? You're like, no, boy, you're gonna tie them shoes. I'm ready to put these shoes on, go outside and run, man. I need some Velcro. I mean, yep, there you go, Dante. 247 Sports is there. These kids don't use it, man. Like I said, when I was talking to the coach last week, he specifically stated, he said these kids are not doing thorough research on making sure they know what's there in front of them before they say, hey, I want to go there. They're not doing it. And like I said, 247 Sports is there all day long. I mean, matter of fact, you can sign up 247 Sports. If y'all watching, I'm giving y'all a shameless free plug. So hey, look out for your boy, okay? Look out for Coach. Go over there, sign up for a free account, log in. You will see all of the players that are in the transfer portal based on positions. Like I said, it's there. Yo, what you got? What you got? Let me come up to Quincy Sands. All right. I have some. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Do you follow? If you guys are not following me on Instagram and Twitter, please make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. I have some. There's some camps coming up. He needs to go to the camps. He got to go to exposure camps. The exposure camps cost roughly probably like $40. I know Albany State got one coming up in a couple of weeks. North Carolina A&T got one coming up. Jackson State got one coming up. You know what? I used to think like that too, where they say, the colleges will find me. Yeah, the wrong college will find your behind. And then you sign with them, and then what? Now everybody sit back, they mad because things ain't going the way they wanted to go. I'm like, that makes no sense to me. Yeah. Make sure you follow, hey, Mr. Sands, make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Matter of fact, everybody, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am putting up there the the camps. As I get the information coming from the different colleges and the different coaches and whatnot, I'm putting it up there on my timelines, guys, so that these young men can see it and go from there. Okay. Yes, that too. You want to take your film? Oh, hey, thank you, Mr. Moore. Film. Guys, film should not be no longer than 2 to 3 minutes. They're not going to sit there and watch a 10-minute film. I'm gonna be real with you. They're not going to do it. 10-minute film. Think about the thousands of kids that they got coming in there, or the thousands of kids that are sending their clips to them for them to, consider them to possibly be a candidate for scholarship to come play football at that college or university. It's crazy, guys. I mean, it's a numbers game, but you want to make sure that you got everything in place to position your player. That's what it's all about. Position your player. And matter of fact, also if he's on Twitter, Instagram, if he has any crazy handles as far as like his names and whatnot, make sure he changes that up. Make sure the last name, first initial, and his jersey number or something like that. Don't have nothing crazy out there on Instagram and Twitter, because the coaches are cracking down on everything, guys. Trust me when I tell you that. And you're absolutely right, Impact 7. The scholarships are scarce. They very much so, because they're getting the kids from the kids are coming through from JUCOs, junior colleges, and this is why I'm talking about junior college now. Matter of fact, Cam Newton is Cam Newton. I love that guy. He is when I tell you he's one that you really look at and say, okay, he was at the University of Florida. He left the University of Florida because he got into some mess. Left there, he went to Texas Junior College. I think it was something like, I might be saying the name wrong, but he went to a junior college, ended up at the University of Auburn, Auburn University. And then from there, look at him. He wins the national championship, he wins the Heisman Trophy, and now he's in the NFL. So going to a junior college is not a bad thing, guys. Now, if you got grades, if you have the grades to get in a university and go play ball, I would do it. But unless, let me throw that caveat out there. Unless you're the type of person, if you're trying, like, you want to have that extra year to go ahead and build your body, or you got lingering injuries, you're trying to get over those injuries, I would go to a junior college, get myself together, and then go back in to go into the transfer portal and make sure I handle things no matter what I need to. Now, let me touch the transfer portal also. Transfer portal. Guys, if you have a player that's going into that transfer portal, I need you to hear me clearly. Just don't allow your student to say, hey, screw it, I'm done with the school, I'm going to transfer portal, I don't care. Devise a plan. What I mean by devise a plan is you want to make sure that you sit down with your athlete, everybody understands what's going on, and reach out to you. If you can reach out to that old head coach, that old high school head coach, that's the person you want to reach out to have them try to go through and submit you to submit your film for you. Now, if you're not able to reach them, then go back through, start reaching out to those coaches directly. Get them on the phone. Like I said, I call coaches on the phone. Get them on the phone and talk to them, let them know what's going on, because you want to make sure that you have everything in place, and then you can go from there. That's right. If you got the grade, you spend 1 year. What Mr. Moore, they call it like gray shirt or something like that. I've been trying to get that lingo down so I can really dive into that and give everybody the information so they got all the necessary spices and juices to go with this thing, because it's a lot to take in. I mean, it's like, a matter of fact, I did some old video. I'm gonna tell you this right now, guys. If y'all look at my old videos from back then to now, totally different. And I talked about junior colleges as well as Division II and NAIA, so everybody get an understanding of what's going on from the standpoint of the monetary piece, because NAIA, they don't really kick that money out like that. Division III, you're gonna pay some money to go to a Division III school. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They'd say, hey, we'll give you up to 60% worth of your 60% of the money for the tuition and room and board that the school charges, but you're gonna kick out that other 40. Trust me. If you got the grades, you can kind of work that thing a little bit more to where you can get some other free money from other places, to where it might be 70% they take care of, you take care of the other 30. So there's a lot of different things that go into. You got to make sure that everything is on point with that. But I'm trying to tell you guys, this thing is crazy. That like I said, that transfer portal is no beast. And if you don't position yourself accordingly, you're gonna be out there, man. Because like I said, when I sat there and watched, like we talked about 247 Sports, when I saw that up, there's no way in the world you're gonna sit here and tell me you got 4 or 5 star, 3, 4, 5 star athletes sitting here. I mean, sitting. Nobody's picking them up. And then, not to mention, you got to do the other thing that a lot of folks are not doing. They're not going in and checking the culture. Check everything. You want to check everything out that's around the area, around that school. If the students can get out in their junior year and go do the recruiting that way, from that standpoint of getting out there to the school to see what's around that school, like the lifestyle, if it's something they want to be bothered with. Because a lot of these student athletes, they go out there and daggone, they stuck because they didn't go check the school out before saying, hey, I'm going to take my talents to this university. And then when you get there, like, man, it's nothing for me to do here. Or I don't like it, or it's too far. I mean, matter of fact, when my oldest son graduated, the year before he graduated, it was 2 defensive ends on their team. Both of them young men had opportunities to go to University of Tennessee. And both of them jokers had 1 point. One of them had a 1.9 GPA. The other one had a 1.7. I'm like, where you going with that, son? You're not going to play at nobody's university with that. So the young man ended up going to junior college in Kansas. It was in Kansas. So his mom, she got upset. Nah, he don't need to go there. He need to come back down and find out. We found one of the schools thanks off script. Appreciate you, bro. I try to hit you up, man. I had some technical difficulties, bro. I was a little frustrated. Man. Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, hey, and if y'all haven't subscribed to off script, man, that's a great dude, man. I appreciate that, man, more than he could ever imagine. Cause like I said, he's helped me out with so much. So, hey, y'all see the gray up in here. Y'all see the salt and pepper. The salt and pepper still, hey, we can learn some new tricks, baby. You just got to get out here and be a little assertive. You got to get out here and be a little assertive, man. But I appreciate that young man. I appreciate him for real. Thank you, man, from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, that the transfer portal is like, it's like free agency. Like who, matter of fact, hold on. Contrary thinking, he just put that up there. I'll put you up. There you go. Transfer portal like free agency. He ain't telling no tale. It's the truth. I mean, think about it. What all of these young men and young women being told for them to go to these colleges and universities? Matter of fact, I got one for everybody, and I've been thinking about this one for a minute. Why don't we hear about more females going into the transfer portal than we do males? Why aren't we seeing that? We see more men, we see more our young men going to the transfer portal than we do our females, our daughters. Why is that? I mean, are these universities offering that much more to the young ladies than what they're offering to our sons? Or are the young ladies doing more research than what our young men are doing? And if that's the case, guess what? We got to change that up. We got to switch it up. Not saying switch it up to the point where our young women are going into the transfer portal more so than our young men, but we got to change it up to the point where our young men are using their heads thinking like, whoa, this ain't really a good look for me. I need to go somewhere else. I need to really ration through, the pros and the cons, not just, hey man, Nick Saban called me today. I need to go. I need to go. Nah, you need to make sure you on point with what Nick Saban is offering you and what these other colleges and universities are offering as well. That's what you want to do. But guys, what's that? I know the big talk right now is the upcoming season. This SWAC football will be crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I don't know about you, but I'm gearing up for it. I'm thinking the missus has already told me I'm gonna put my whistle down this year. Ain't gonna be no coaching because we're gonna be on the road most of the time. So we gonna see. We gonna see. I think it's gonna be some dark horses over in that East Conference with FAMU and Bethune-Cookman coming in. You got Jerry Hickbottom over at Bethune-Cookman now, which I think was a good plug in. And that's another thing too. Like I was touching on that before about the transfer portal. If your player is not the type of player that a coach can plug them in immediately for them to start, and they get out there and start winning games, it's a waste of time. And that's the other part that we got to look at as well. Hold on, I'm about to post this up for you, Mario. Hold on, I got you. Mario said it's a couple of key factors, though, because position coaches could change or new recruits come in at their position ranked higher, or some guys just don't want to compete to earn a spot. I agree with you on that. But let me ask you this question, too. How many of the young men out there that was actually ranked high when they got to college, those ranks didn't stay the same? Like we've seen a couple of players here, I'm just gonna be honest with you, here in Georgia. We've seen a couple of guys here with daggone they was ranked in the top 50. Man, these kids ain't even ranked in the top 1,000 now. So I'm like, I'm trying to understand what's going on with these rankings. And matter of fact, I gotta touch it. I don't know if any of you guys got any nieces or nephews that's playing rec football or anything, and I don't know if they do this in your city or in your area, but they're starting to rank 5 and 6 year olds. They're ranking 5 and 6 year olds in football now. And I'm just like, guys, come on, man. This 5 and 6 year old is not going to be the same kid at 12, at 15, at 18 when he graduated from high school. And that's why I made the comment about, some of these kids that were ranked so high in the beginning. Yes, Mr. Sands. They was ranked so high in the beginning, and then they dropped off. And you sit there looking like, wait a minute, what in the heck going on here? Yes. I mean, you got it's so bad, guys. It's so bad. You have see, that's what I'm talking about. Mr. Washington just hit it. He just hit it. That's why I said, man, this is crazy. You got young men out here daggone going to All-Star game. Now, this is one thing. I know some of y'all gonna be like, come on, Coach. You really got to bring him up. Yes, I'm gonna bring him up. Coach Prime hit this in a tweet last year where he was talking about these folks are charging these parents all this crazy money for their kids to come play in an All-Star game, right? Let me ask you a question. If you played a sport in high school and you were an all-star, you didn't pay for nothing. You just went. Uniform was there, your socks, all that stuff was there. You didn't pay for none of that stuff. Man, these folks out here hitting these people in the head $400-500 for an all-star game. That's crazy, man. That's why I said no. That's true too. The stars are definitely based on your height, weight, potential. But also, I'm glad you said that, Mr. Moore. Check this out. If you're getting your athletes out there to the camps, right? One thing I want to make sure I touch on this right now. Let them know they gotta go compete. They can't stand around and watch. They can't let everybody else go out there and get all of the reps and do all of the things that they want to do, and they're standing there watching. They can't do that. They got to get out there and go compete. Why I say that is because of the fact that you don't know who's watching you. And not only that, but that's a waste of money, man, to go to a camp and you're not even getting the reps in. Even if you go out there, man, if you go out there and you messed up on one, hey, find a way to go get back in there again and go again. Like I said, when I took my son up to my oldest boy, we went to Kennesaw State, was 2 years ago. Man, he came off the daggone off the carpet out there, came off that field, that turf field. His feet was on fire. That's how crazy it was out there. Them kids out there trying to get after it. I mean, you got kids out there there's some kids out there that's hungry. And a lot of these young men don't understand that they must be hungry when they hit that field. There is no, okay, well, we'll wait and go to the next one. No, get after and go do it now. Get after and go get it now. He said, how do you drop from a so-called 4-star to a no-star overnight? Basically, you ain't touching the field. You're not touching the field, and you were overhyped. You know what? I'm gonna keep. You know what? Okay. I'm trying to stay away from. But you hit the nail on the head with that. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. Answer that right now. This is the thing. When you look at those profiles that we talking about on 247sports.com, right? And a lot of those profiles for those kids, when you click on their name, you're looking at, they're basically all the same. Like, and you, for instance, they're talking about Jalen Jones. They were saying that he is a run first type quarterback. He's a dual threat quarterback, but he run first, throw second. And I'm like, okay. When I saw him going to the JUCO, I said it makes sense now because of the fact that if he does that, they can try and fix that a little bit where they have him go through his progressions and then throw the ball. I mean, the kid got a nice arm, don't get me wrong, but it's just they were in situations. They were in no-win situations. I'm just gonna be honest with you. As a coach, they were in no-win situations. Period. You're already there 2 years. The previous coach switched in, Jalen, Quincy, and there was another quarterback that was there. All three of them quarterbacks played in one season. The starting quarterback got hurt. That's how Quincy ended up getting that's how Jalen ended up getting the starting position. Then Quincy came in and got a little burn. And I'm just like, yo, what's going on? Now you sitting here, you got Prime here. What you gonna do? If either you're gonna go ahead and say, hey, you're gonna do what you need to do, make it happen, show us you got this thing going on, or you not. And I guess, like I said, that film don't lie. Film just don't lie. Film don't lie. And I say there's things that we see that, you know, no one will really ever understand exactly what's going on because we don't see it. And that's the problem. Like I said, there's a lot of high school coaches. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Moore, do you have access to Nuggets to his huddle where you can go back and look at film that they put up from practice if they post the film, if they post the practice film? Because they do put practice film up on their huddle as well for them to go back and look at things that's going on so they can make the necessary changes to their game as well. I know they do it in high school. Matter of fact, both of the boys was at the same high school. Their coach put the practice film up on Twitter. So, you know, just for other coaches to see what they had going on, you know, if they possibly wanted to recruit them. So this social media is serious, bro. It's serious out there. See, exactly. That's just it. So you can go back and look at the film, look at their practice film from the colleges. So it's not like, you know, we sit here like, oh man, you know, hey, that's foul, coach. Why you? Nah, man, they trust me. They dotting all I's and crossing all T's, let you know this is what's popping. And if you're not hitting, you don't have nobody to blame but yourself. Nobody to blame but yourself. That too. And you know what? That's Mr. Sims, that's an honest statement you made right there about tapped out potential. Some guys in high school reach their potential before they get to college. I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Sims. Let me throw this one at you. How many of the kids have you seen they peaked out when they hit high school, but really didn't want to play no more? The game was no longer fun. There's a lot of athletes out there like that. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about right there. Exactly. You got to sit down and watch that film with them, man, so you get an understanding of what's going on. Hey guys, what is it you're seeing? Because matter of fact, I said my second oldest, he had a spring game Friday night. We just got back from Augusta early yesterday morning. And we went and you know, checked that out and see what was going on. And you know, I watched them play. They don't have the numbers that they've had in the past, but I got to give a young man some credit. He got out there, he balled. He played both sides of the ball. He don't have a choice. But like I told him, I said, what we got to do now is we got to change up some eating habits, because some of the stuff that you want to eat, you can't eat. You have to make sure that your body is physically fit for you to do what you need to do through that whole game, because you might not come off the field. So you playing offensive line, you switching over from offense to defense, you got to be ready. You got to be ready. And said, I mean, you know, this is the senior year. So everybody got to kick in and do what they need to do. Everybody, like I said, everybody don't understand that part. There's so many tools, excuse me, guys. There's so many tools out there for the parents to get a hold of, as well as making sure these athletes have for them to do their research. Get online, talk to these coaches online, send them a direct message. Hey, like one of the coaches I'll talk to say, hey, coach, can I send you a direct message? Some direct message. We sitting there, we communicate. Boom. Hey, can we talk? Can I talk to you on the phone? Sure. Coach, what you got? Say, hey, here's my number. Reach me, you know, give me a call back and get a second. Call, boom. We're on the phone, we're chopping it up, we're making it happen. He giving me the spiel on everything that's going on. I'm sitting there like, whoa. I said, now, if it's this easy for me to do it, guys, these athletes got to get out here and do the same thing. They got to. And it is. You're absolutely correct. It is a year-round training now. You got to do it. Like I said, my boy been home the oldest boy been home now from school, 2 weeks? So yeah, he started working, but guess what? Your behind got to go to training too. So you might well call the dude up and say, hey, look, trainer, I'm on my way. We want the speed and agility, and you want the daggone weights. You got to have all of it. Feet, you got your feet, your hips, how your hips move, how linemen, if you're able to sink them hips, you get them feet moving, you got to have all that stuff in order. Those false steps cost you. So that's why you got to work on your craft. Like I said, you're working on a year round. If not, it's like, yo, you going to find out. Yes. And matter of fact, Mr. Sims, I was just talking about that. Coach Prime got they got a camp coming up, satellite camp, I believe, is it June 1st? I'm gonna resend it again. Like I said, if you guys are just getting in, please do yourselves a favor. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I put those camps up. If you know of any players out there that are looking for some type of recruitment, They need some help with excuse me, they need some help with getting to exposure camps and stuff like that. I'm putting those up. And like I said, I'm just doing this for the love of making sure these kids have opportunities. This ain't about, hey man, I love this school over that school. No, I just want to see these young men succeed, period. I just want to see them succeed. And make sure that, they're able to, do the things that they need to do so that they can be the best them and not, sit back and say, well, man, nobody ever gave me a chance to get out here and do the things that I want to do. So I'm just like, hey, I think I'm gonna go ahead. I think, having y'all on, y'all stuck around with Coach, man. I so much appreciate y'all. I can't tell y'all no tell. I'm going to reach out to that coach. I got a coach and a couple of ex-NFL ball players that want to come on and want to share some things with you guys. I just want to see what everybody's thoughts are. If they up for it. 617. You're right, Mr. Sands. Coach register. Okay. That's right. And matter of fact, I got the thumbnail for it also. I'm gonna put that up. Like I said, I'll go ahead and repost it on my Instagram and Twitter feed and go from there. But like I said, I'm just like, hey man, I'm like everybody else. I'm trying to build with everybody and let's build a great community for us to to continue to keep moving forward, because that's what it's all about. Yes, sir. Hey, I tell them that Little League. I put my lineman on the jump rope, Little League. I got them jokers jumping rope at 6. I'm not playing with you. Get that jump rope, go to work, baby. Go to work. That's what I said. Hey, be the best you. Hey, and that's a beautiful thing, Mr. Sam. Like I said, there's a lot of folks out there that was complaining about that too. Man, wasn't nobody really paying daggone HBCU sports no attention, bro. Let me tell you something. Coach Prime know how to daggone motivate some folks to get themselves involved in something and want to go with it. I talked about this too in a that's right. Gotta do it. I talked about this also. Coach Prime had a youth program here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I talked about it in one of the videos called Truth. As when you hear him do his post, sometimes you hear him say Truth. And that program, Truth, was here in Atlanta, Georgia. I was running a youth football league at the time. And the big thing was Coach Prime was coming to town. Mel Bradley, I think it's Mel Bradley from the University of Miami, good friend of his. I don't know if they still communicate, whatever. But Mel was the guy. He was the point guy here in Atlanta for Coach Prime's Truth program. And the crazy thing is, Coach Prime came in here, man. He said, "Yo, we gotta go ahead. We want some folks to come out here and compete. We don't just want mamas bringing in kids up saying, hey, I want little Johnny to come play on your team because Coach Prime." He's like, y'all gonna come out here and got down and compete. And these people around here got pissed off about that because football wasn't like that back then, where you had to come out there and compete to see if you're gonna be on the team. Long story short, he got out there, man, and got things pushing so serious. He had 2 programs, man. We required 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 for these we required 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 to become a part of the league. He had 2 teams of each. My son went over there, my oldest boy went over to a couple of their practices, and they put them on the chalkboard. Like I said, okay, they put a player up on the board and said, all right, what's your position? First, they asked, like, what's your name, what's your position, all of that other good stuff, right? Then from there, they had them say, okay, we're running this play, like 34 leads, something simple. Okay, if you're the fullback, what is your what formation are we going in? They said, oh, we're going to pro set. Okay, so what are you doing next? Kid go up there, show him, like, what hole you going through? Going through this hole. I'm like, wait a minute. These 6-year-olds, I mean, they were really challenging these kids to learn the sport. And that's what you want. And if we're not going to do that, I'm like, guys, we're really jacking them up a little bit. See, that's what I'm saying. And exactly, you got to compete. Right? Listen, I don't know about you guys. There's I had another story I was going to put out there about this issue going on right now in Georgia. One of the kids that I coached on my middle son's team, he's our quarterback. He messed around. He's ineligible for his senior high school. because he got caught up in that scandal at one of the high schools further down south. And the crazy thing was, his mom was straight laced with everything the whole time we had him. She was straight laced. She wouldn't hear none of that garbage. She wouldn't hear none of that. You just out here doing whatever it is you want to do. She made sure he had his books. He did everything he needed to do. But the crazy thing is, like, how did y'all get caught up in this? And then as a coach, I'm sitting here looking like, man, not him. I'm like, this kid? No, man. But yeah, this young man, he's out for the season because, you got the chaos going on, and you try to figure out how can you help? And I'm like, in this instance, I can't do nothing. My hand, when I say my hands are tied, my hands are literally tied. I can't touch none of that. And, I don't want to go into too much detail on it because he's still trying to find a way to get himself out the situation, or better yet, to get himself in a situation where he can go play his senior high school. So, I mean, we got to protect our babies, man. We got to make sure that they understand what's going on. And sometimes you got to take them bumps and bruises as far as, you're not winning at the clip that you were winning at, say, at Little League, or you're not winning at the clip that you were winning at. Yeah, I'm in Georgia, coach. I'm in Georgia. I'm doing Little League right now. I'm not even in high school. Like I said, my second oldest, he's at high school right now. I go over there, I give a little input here and there, and then I stay out the way. I'm cool with being daddy. I just want to sit back and ride the wave. I didn't blow the whistle long enough. Like I said, the missus, she ready to tell me to put this thing down. If she can take all of the whistles I got in the house and trash them, I think she'd do it. Matter of fact, I'll say that a little too loud. She might get up and come down here and do that crap. Just do it, just cause. So y'all didn't hear that. But yeah, we on that type of time. we on that type of time with the missus, with the coaching. She about ready for me to let all that go and just, sit back and ride the wave and enjoy the kids, playing sports. Like I said, I got a daughter, she plays softball. So, I mean, we at it, we're at it. So it's just, that's how we are. We get into it. But the thing is, like I said, yeah, y'all gonna be a problem down there. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem over there, buddy. Ooh, man, look here. All I can say to you is this. This Georgia high school is worse than daggone the pros. Matter of fact, Georgia high school is worse than the transfer portal. I'm just being real with you. We've seen Justin Fields. We've seen Trevor Lawrence. We've seen countless other, Quincy Carter. We've seen, there's a bunch of we've seen come through here. Oh, you from Dallas? Okay. Okay. Matter of fact, I was in the AUC. Matter of fact, Morehouse and Clark is cool. As far as, and then check this out. I'm gonna throw this one at you, Mr. Sands. Depending upon what your son's major is, he can take classes. They call it cross registration. He can take classes at Clark, Spelman, Morehouse. Morris Brown will soon be back up as well. We just got money and we are accredited again. Thank you, Jesus. That finally came through. Yes, he can take classes at all of those universities, man. So it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, he will enjoy it. Trust me, he will enjoy it. It's like I said, it's bar none, going to HBCU, I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. And like I said, my oldest boy has seen it. Now my second one, my second son, he want to go to what he say? Southern Illinois or Northern Illinois, one of them daggone Illinois school. Man, you crazy. Hey, I don't know how we gonna make that trip, bro, but you're gonna come a little closer. I'm just saying, you're gonna come a little closer where we can get to you. I'm just saying. So, hey, he was with me when we came to Jackson. Man, he lost his mind out there. He's sitting there. They sit there checking out the J sets over there, like, hey, yeah. I'm like, okay, right. Yeah, hey, check out Alabama A&M too. You'll love the Hill. The Hill is nice. The Hill is nice. Go on and check them out too. Matter of fact, just get on a tour. This is the thing. You coming up through, are you guys driving or you flying? Mechanical engineering? Okay, so if mechanical engineering is what you want to do, I was actually an electrical engineering major myself, and I ended up switching over to computer science once I ended up going over to the secondary school. And that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was not prepared. I'm gonna be real with you. I can, okay, you're driving up. So what you may want to consider is you're driving up. If you're coming through Alabama, which I believe you probably will, you want to check out some of those Alabama schools as well, if you can fit it into your schedule, just to go ahead and get everything situated. Do this. Send a find a recruitment coach online. Excuse me. Find a recruitment coach online and send them a message through Instagram. If you can direct message them, try to reach out to them directly and let them know, hey, listen, I want to, my son and I, or my son, have your son send it to him and say, hey, listen, we're coming through, we want to come to the school and visit. And I want to know if it's possible that I can, stop by your office to, just shoot the breeze and, ask a couple of questions, see what's going on, and then go from there. Hey, Ruben, I'm with you, bro. When Morris Brown come back, these folks don't understand about Morris Brown. Hey, when Morris Brown come back, y'all got to come to Atlanta for a homecoming. I'll tell you that right now. Man, oh my God. Woo. I felt like I said, when I was at Jackson, I felt like I was at Morris Brown again. Just being honest with you. I'm just being real. Unofficial, yes, an unofficial visit. It's not a visit. Matter of fact, you can set it up and say, hey, listen, I'm coming to the school for a visit and want to know if it's possible that I can stop by the office to say hello. I mean, after June 1st, you should be able to have those type of conversations with coaches. If it's before June 1st, they probably won't even respond back to you. So you might have to reset that up again on another trip for you to do that. But if not, if anything, just make sure you get your film in their hands so that they know, you're interested in them. And definitely go to the exposure camp. Matter of fact, ask them if they're going to have an exposure camp. So you can go over to the camp. That way you can visit the campus and go from there. I would go that route more so than anything else. I would ask about the exposure camps so that you can, get out there and see what's going on and, get a feel of what's happening out there on the field so that he sees and can start preparing his mind as far as what he needs to do to get himself ready so that he's popping out on that film. Oh, Jack, listen, Jackson State recruiting class is so out of pocket. They're going to be a problem for years to come. Trust me. When I tell you Coach Prime is really, he's putting on for Jackson State. And what I mean by putting on is he's letting everybody know, hey, listen, I can come in here, I can talk that talk with the best of them, but I can back up what I'm saying. The thing is, what Coach Prime and his coaching staff did, I think, I forgot who it was. They posted it on their page, and they were talking about what they were looking for. And like a lot of people, they don't understand that the measurables. Matter of fact, I put this again. Like I said, I send y'all stuff. I put stuff out on Instagram and Twitter, Instagram from these coaches that I see, that I communicate with. They put out some stuff that's really thought-provoking from the standpoint of helping your athlete understand what they need to have so that coaches are going to look at them and say, okay, I want to check this kid out. What's going on, Coach Simmons? Glad you made it back, bro. I apologize. I had technical difficulties before. Hey, woo. We have to have a beer on that one, boy, because I was about to blow up this apple, boy. This apple about to become a pear. That's how pissed off this thing had me with this mess tonight. But yeah, you want to make sure that you got, okay, I'm gonna give you this profile, and I'm gonna put that together too. I'm gonna shoot this off. I'm gonna put that together as well so that you guys know what's going on. There's a profile. I talked about it earlier. You want to make sure you got the profile together when you're sending out your tweets. You want to have your first and last name, your high school, the year you graduate, the position that you're playing, your GPA, your core GPA. Remember, I told you, I'm gonna read it off to you again. Your core GPA is going to consist of the following: 4 classes of English, 4 classes of math, natural physical science, biology, chemistry, social studies, American history, foreign language, and then 1 year philosophy. Those are the classes that they're going to look at for your core GPA. That's how it's computed. So you got to understand, those first 2 years of high school, if they're not on point in those first 2 years of high school, somebody's going to have to they're going to either have to do one or two things. Either A, go back and take that class again that they didn't do so well in summer school, or find a way to put it in there, build it into their schedule to where they can take it again, say maybe their junior year, so that they can try and boost that GPA up. Because you got to remember, when you start taking so many of those core classes, as the counts start increasing, it's kind of harder for you to get that GPA to go up if you got a bunch of C's and not more A's and B's. If you got some D's, we really in trouble. And you're going to need to go ahead and make sure somebody's doing something with that from the standpoint of summer school it is. So I'm just being honest with you on that. Those grades are a MUST. You want to make sure that's happening. Okay, I can see that. You know what, Ruben? I honestly believe everything that Odoms did with that offense while he was there, I believe it's going to change. Because truth be told, they have some tight ends that can catch, and they didn't use them that much. I didn't understand it. I'm like, you got plays that you're not even calling, set up for these ball players, and you just left plays on the field. I mean, run the play sheet. I'm like, come on, man. Everybody, I'm trying to hold it for the fall. Screw this. If you're trying to ball. I'm like, you got to stop it. I mean, period, point blank, you got to stop it. I'm like, hey, if you go out there with 5 plays on your play sheet and you run all 5 and them plays are daggone, you're allowing to just chunk yards off on it behind going up and down the daggone field, what you stopping it for? Keep going. Keep cracking their head with it. Don't stop. Keep cracking their head with it. Coach Simmons, that's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, we need to link up, Coach Simmons. We need to talk. Cause hey, listen, I would love to talk to those middle schoolers. I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you. Like I said, hey, listen, guys, I've gone to elementary school and sat out and read stories to kids and got to the point where they're like, hey, coach, we don't want to hear about that book no more. They come here and read this book all the time. Hey, talk to us about some other stuff. So I dropped the book. We had a conversation. Like I said, these kids are intrigued to know what's really going on, man. They got questions that need to be answered. We got to answer. So like I said, hey, Coach Simmons, I'm all about that, bro. I'm all about that. That's what's up. Hey, Mr. Sand, beautiful. That's what I'm talking about right there. Because he need, what's that, 1080? Is it 1080? I think it's a 1080. He's considered eligible. He got a 3.7 core GPA. He's fine. Matter of fact, hey, keep that core GPA up. He might end up having somebody paying him to go to school. That's how crazy this is getting ready to get. Because everybody's looking for student athletes that have the grades and they have the necessary test scores for them to give them additional funds for them to get free money. Matter of fact, Mr. Sands, you say you're in Texas, right? Comerica Bank. Excuse me. Go to Comerica Bank, put in there, fill out the information. As a matter of fact, this is for everybody on here. Go, if you got a kid or know somebody that goes to a HBCU, go to comericabank.com. I think it's comericabank.com. And I'm going to hit that in 1 second, Mr. Boy. Go to comericabank.com and request for you to become a part of their they're giving away money. They give away scholarship money for student athletes, well, not student athletes. You're giving away money to students that are going to HBCUs. Comerica Bank. They were originally out of Detroit, Michigan. My mom used to work for them many moons ago. But yes, go make sure you guys go check that out as well and get that, get yourselves involved in that. Get all the free money you can get. This is about going to school for free. That's what it's about. Going to school for free. If they're going to pay for it, let them pay for it. You shouldn't have to come out your pocket a dime. Trust me. Trust me. Hey, Mr. Moore, let me tell you something. Nugget gonna be on a whole nother level when they get done with him with their history at Jackson State, brother. When I tell you the stuff that we learned over at Morris Brown, oh my God, it was eye-opening, as well as it humbled you a little bit. It humbled you to the point where it made you understand what people were out there really fighting for, and how everything was brought together, and how things were put together, and so on and so forth. So you're just trying to get a feel of what's happening. And like I said, a lot of folks, they're like, man, y'all don't need to talk about it. Bruh, I want to learn everything known to man. Like I said, my son is doing it now. My oldest boy, he's learning it now. He's sitting there like, wait, Dad, I didn't know this. I said, yeah, yes, sir. It happened that way. They might tell you something different, but no. It happened that way. But, like I said, right now, the thing I believe everybody, what we need to do collectively We just got to find a way to work together. That's what we got to do. We got to build a new story, not history, but a new story, our story collectively, so that we can move forward. And I mean, and that's what it's all about. That Southern has a very good. Oh heck yeah! Find out in the fall that Odom's gone. Also, our QB didn't play. And you know what, y'all, and that's another thing. The is it Skelton? Make sure I got it right. The quarterback, the main quarterback for Southern, Skelton. If make sure I got it, it's Skelton. I believe it's Skelton. He's going to be a better running back in the daggone. Oh Lord, here we go. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. Y'all are crazy, man. Yeah, y'all gave it to him. Y'all gave it to him. Oh man, y'all need to cut this out, boy. Y'all need to cut this out. But yeah, I'm telling you, hey, listen, all I'm saying is that history, Mr. Moore, is a beautiful thing, man. It is truly a beautiful thing because it's eye-opening. It's eye-opening. A lot of folks don't understand, like, dang, I didn't know. I'm like, you know now. Oh, trust me, you know now. But yeah, hey, listen. All right, yeah, do that, Mr. Sands. Like I said, make sure you got all of that together. Like I said, I don't know what your timetable is on when you guys are going to make that trip, and I forgot when you said specifically when. But hold on, I'm trying to go back through. Yeah, like I said, yeah, definitely. Hey, make sure if it's after June 1st, Mr. Sands, you should be good to go. You should be able to go ahead and sit down and talk with those coaches. I mean, if not, then like I said, start building a rapport with them now to have those conversations so that after June 1st hits, they're able to go ahead and pick their phone up for you guys to sit down and talk. And that's what you really want. You want to have that dialogue with them and be able to, get an understanding of what's going on. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can reach out to coach and see if I can get him on here. I'm thinking I'm gonna start doing a couple of these a week and get some things rolling so that we can go ahead and get dialogue going so people understand what's happening. Yeah, like I said, I know a bunch of folks out there that want to come sit down and talk and give people insight on what's happening. And in that way, we can build this thing up so that, we're all on the right page and everybody's able to move accordingly. Because like I said, I don't want to see nobody left out there, where they can't get it together. So like I said, definitely, please make sure you guys follow me on social media. We got this stuff going on out there. Putting up all over the place. I got a couple of other things that I'm getting ready to put out there as well. Patreon and a few other things as well. Got a couple of things coming up with merch. So we moving, guys. We moving. Like I said, folks is really they push me. They push me to get out here and get after it. And guys, the love that you guys show me, boy, I appreciate it. So I definitely want to make sure we get that together. But let me see. Did I have anything else? No, I think we about touched on everything, fellas. I'm like, hey, everybody, I think we touched on everything. So I'm like, yo, we're gonna go ahead and get this content ready for you this week. Go ahead and load it up. Like I said, Coach Prime and JSU, they still putting on, getting these recruits. I'm trying to see who else got some stuff going on out there. Like I said, FAMU, they working on some stuff. Bethune-Cookman, we got Jeremy Hickbottom is there. What else we got? Excuse me. Chuck about to get me about this. Alcorn. I'm trying to see what Alcorn got going on over there. I think they Coach McNair trying to keep it close to the vest. He don't want everybody to know what he got popping over there. So we're gonna see how that's all gonna turn out. But I think I honestly believe SWAC football is going to be a staple that people are going to be talking about for a long time. It's not just a flash in the pan of what's going on now. I honestly feel that what's going on is infectious, and it's infectious to the point where it's opening these kids' eyes for them to see, hey, I got an opportunity to go somewhere else and still be, still have those luxuries like on TV and stuff like that. The merch, everybody want to have the merch. They want to look good. How Coach Prime say, play good, look good, feel good. I'm saying it wrong. Forgive me, but y'all get what I'm saying. That's what it's all about. What you got, Coach? Hold on, Coach. Let me see. What do I think about a team not in a SWAC championship going to the playoffs? You're talking about basically like what's going on right now at the FCS, right? I don't think it's a bad idea. It's competition. It's more competition. You're seeing a little bit more. And it kind of opens your program up, especially when you're going into those other areas, those other, going to like, who is it? South Dakota? Am I saying who was that played there? Was South Dakota and James Madison, I think was the two that played today. I honestly believe, with that being said, I honestly believe it opens up recruitment doors for these universities in the SWAC for them to go play, for them to go recruit, because like I said, there's athletes all over the place. It's just a matter of you getting your foot in the door to, get those athletes to come to your university and become a part of your program. Now, the whole bit of trying to host, like, if you ain't hosting those games, man, it ain't really a benefit. I'm like, it's not really benefit because, I mean, you got what they want, was it 250,000 for you to host the game? So that means you got to make sure parking, concession stands, the stadium is jam packed. And if you ain't got none of that going on, waste of time. But I mean, honestly, truly, and I'm just talking about from a money standpoint. But exposure wise, I think it's pretty good. I wouldn't shy away from it. He said for 2021, it depends on the teams that's going to play. I mean, I can see Coach Prime. I can honestly see Coach Prime want to go play in the FCS because this is the thing. FCS, and I could be saying this wrong. So if I am, let me know. I honestly feel that the FCS is more so ramping up for you to get yourself into the FBS, where you're able to really get out there and compete. Like I said, I could be saying that wrong, so don't kill me for it. But you just gotta. I mean, Coach, this is all about dollars and cents at the end of the day, right? We being honest with each other, right? This is about dollars and cents. At the end of the day, like I said, FCS and then FBS, you're trying to get to them bowl games. Them bowl games, you already know them bowl games are kicking out big money. And that's what it's about. Because you're trying to build up your programs so that you can go get these big name kids. Like I said to you guys before, $650,000 for a 5-star recruit. How many Alabama got out there? Think about that, guys. It says Stillman. Check out these two guys, Cameron Stillman, Barron House. Okay, I'll check them out. I'll do that, Mr. Sims. I will do that. But yeah, like I said, it's gonna be some fun times, that's for sure. Like I said, as a matter of fact, Alabama A&M, they're gonna come out on one so tough this season, boy. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be fun to watch because yeah, exactly, Coach Simmons. Recognition and money. It's all about getting out there and getting to it. And saying that if that's, and truth be told, if that's not what it's all about, then what are we talking about? I mean, we gotta, like I said, everybody's sitting at the table. And the thing is, the table is so big, we don't know who's really sitting at the table because they might be 4 or 5 rows ahead of us. And, like I said, the money tree is going round and round. The only question is, at what point do you want to decide to get in and get a part of it? Because a lot of people, they're not doing it. I'm cool with, I'm cool with my program being like this, and that's it. We'll go out here and do X, Y, and Z, and we see how it goes. A lot of these colleges, they're not doing it anymore, especially HBCUs, because they want that money to come in. Think about it. For too long, how long, I mean, how many years have gone by that you've never seen HBCUs get the type of recognition that they should receive, not to mention the finances that go along with it? I'm just saying that's something that we really got to take. We got to take a look at that. And I think right now, the product that's being put out there on the field, especially this spring, is getting ready to happen. It's getting ready to happen. Oh, no doubt. Hey, no doubt. It's going to be all out. It's going to be an all-out war on the East next year. The West is going to be just as bad. The West is going to be just as bad. Mr. Party, you say who won't make the team? I missed that one. Well, yeah, like I said, guys, we're gonna see how it's gonna rock and roll next year. But hey, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and fly on up out of here. I appreciate all y'all rocking with Coach, man. Hey, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure. You hear the Triple P. Hey, y'all didn't get that paycheck protection plan. Ain't getting none of that money, did you? Y'all make sure y'all stay out them stores. Don't be spending up all the stimulus money. Put that money in your pocket. Do something with it. But guys, hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for rocking with your coach, man. Till next time, like I say, be the one and lead. I'm gone.